Oseduchum.
Yes.
Yeah, and he said this place is not a church podium.
It's not a preaching.
It's not a preaching grounds. And when Kwame came back, take a listen to the response Kwame gave her.
The house. My opponent mounted this podium and made reference to my preaching style, stating that this is not a preaching contest. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the ad hominem logical fallacy, where you make the basis of your argument on the person saying it rather than the logic behind their words.
Do you remember this?
I do.
Tell me, when you guys are seated and the opponents are debating, what goes on in your mind? Because you have to come and rebut as well.
Yes.
Do you have the notion, the feeling that, what goes on in your mind?
Well, I mean, you have to understand the fallacy the person has made in order to rebut it. So that is what we prepare. We learn about a certain common mistakes that our opponents will tend to make, the kind of fallacies they will make, and then we prepare for that. And then if we see it, we come and rebut it. So
you can't tell me you were expecting her to come and tell you that this place is not for preaching.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
How did you receive? When she mentioned it, how did that get to you?
I mean, I was quite okay because, I mean, in fact, it made me quite happy because, of course, it's a fallacy. You can't come and tell the opponents that, I mean, it's a personal attack. You don't come here to level personal attacks at people. So I was quite happy because I knew that I'll be able to, rebut it. I'll be able to use it against it. Yeah, so I mean.
Tell me, what would you say this high school's debate, Love FM High School's debate has done for you? If I heard correctly from George, your coach and your patron, you were not a debater.
Yes.
You were brought in after some competition where you did some spoken word, and he felt that you had what it takes to be able to debate. What would you say you've learnt, throughout this competition, and what impact is it having on you?
Well, I have learnt a lot. Right from the beginning, when the motion comes, we do a lot of research and a lot of things. A lot of people bringing their ideas together. So naturally, you learn a lot. You learn so many things, different current affairs, current issues. Some of our motions were about China's involvement in African infrastructure. It's more exploitative than developmental. I mean, you do research on that, so it makes you understand really is what China doing in Africa good. Why are they investing in our infrastructure? I mean, the most recent motion, for example, politicians are more corrupt than civil servants. That also teaches you a lot because you do a lot of research. Who is actually more corrupt between politicians and civil servants? So it really widens your horizon and teaches you a lot. Yeah.
Which contest would you say was the toughest for you?
Oh, the contest against Oseduchum. That was
it. What made it so?
Because I mean the energy our opponents brought, it was so high. I mean, and they did so well. It was a very, very tough contest.
I don't go. Tell me about your experience.
Okay.
How would you describe the experience yourself?
Entire season is
everything from when the motions come in to preparation, getting to the Christian Service University, when you are called upon to mount the podium, when it's your turn to debate, everything that all the experiences you've gathered. What can you share with us?
Personally, I would say this season's Love FM has been a roller coaster journey. A learning experience for me, a learning process. As Ohene said, when the motions are in, you do your research, you gather some things together. The teachers add something, they subtract something. You learn a lot because the motions this time around were trendy. There are things about national interest, things the student like us would have to know and find the correct things we need to know. And for the main competition, when you are there, sometimes you feel nervous, but if you believe in yourself, you trust in God.
Are you tensed up sometimes? When it's your turn to speak, do you feel a bit of tension in butterflies in your stomach? I can see you both are smiling. Let me start off with you. I don't go. Do you have tension? Butterflies in your stomach?
I mean, yes. Every time, every day, contest day, there's tension, there's nervousness. But from our boys, when they start saying seniors we come, we feel they conquer. I just gather the courage. I just start my presentation, and that's the magic. That's the trick.
Kwame.
Yeah, I mean the tension, you never get used to it. It's always there. It doesn't matter how many contests you take part in, like you always feel it. But the encouraging words your coordinators will give to you, your mates will give to you, and your own personal prayers is what will take you to the next level.
Will you say you're religious? Very religious.
Yes.
Because oftentimes I see the two of you put hands on each other's shoulders and you're praying and all that. Phelps, tension, not is saying.
Well, from what I've experienced, like